Hello all and welcome to another Karin Entertainment video. It's Art here with the review for The Good Daughter by Karin Slaughter. This one-off thriller, psychological mystery thriller was very, very good. It was very, very complex, very, very deep, and a lot of forethought went into it. It had a very gripping story. A story that in some ways was hard to follow because they kept bouncing back between time periods. Don't ask me why I'm saying I just don't know. But it kept bouncing between time periods, and it kept doing its thing, and that made it hard to follow in that sense for a lot of things that I was trying to keep up with. It wasn't that it wasn't good. It's gruesome, and fair warning, trigger warning for those that don't like murder and rape. This book is littered with those very strongly, very deeply, and it's totally an adult book. I would not read it if I was under the age of, say, in my opinion, 15, like 16, 17, 18 potentially could read it if they were of sound mind. But I would do it into adulthood because Karin Slaughter is really an adult writer. She's very descriptive, very graphic with her attack scenes. She's very gruesome with her death scenes. And very detailed, so you've got to be careful with that. The characters in the book made the book seem like it was a living, breathing, viable world. That is not without standing. Her talent in the books I've read, like Cop Town and Blindsided, and a couple others that I've read of hers, her talent shows here in The Good Daughter, and I would say is even actually more honed. It's actually even a little bit better in that sense. So that to me is where it's at. That to me is what else am I trying to say? Because I lost my train of thought because the dog barks. Sorry about that, if you could hear that. It is a very engrossing and engaging story. I dare any reader not to be sucked into it and not to enjoy it. And if you can hear dog whining, I apologize. The door is shut. It's all I can do. But it's very engrossing, very engaging. It will make you feel for the characters every time something happens to the characters. And Karin Slaughter uses her characters to serve her narrative, not the narrative to serve the characters. Because like I said, I believe this book is a one-off. So there you go on that front. So the characters are created to serve the narrative, and they do serve it very, very well. Her writing is gripping. It's fantastic prose because of its detailed graphic nature. But like I said before, it's not for everybody. So if you don't like the graphic, gruesome, crime, gritty crime, thriller, suspense books, don't read this one. If you do, however, like those books, Karin Slaughter gets a wholehearted, hearty recommendation. But she, and I wouldn't even say she's an acquired taste, because it's evident here in The Good Daughter. Each character is flawed. Each character is, she does an excellent job in writing her characters to be more and more human. They're not super fantastical or superheroes. They're flawed. They're imperfect. They have lives going on outside of the book. Things happen to them off stage that impact what happens to them on stage. They have living, breathing lives. And Karin Slaughter is great at making you feel that. Like I said, though, it moved at a very slow pace, and at times I felt it was much longer than it needed to be, and it was confusing to keep up with at times. I think that she could have used different headers to put it into more perspective so that the timeline was easier to follow. I mean, maybe her confusing the reader might have been part of the plan, but I always think of confusing the reader as a bad thing. So, I don't know, but that is what it is. And that, to me, those two reasons keep it from being a 5-star book, but it is not a 3-star book. It is wholeheartedly a 4-star book, because, like I said, each character, even your side characters, have living, breathing lives and add something to the story. They're not just there as filler or for the main characters to play off of. They, in a sense, you get the sense that they could almost have their own books and they could tell their own stories and this story from their own perspective, which I think is a talent of a master writer, which I believe Karin Slaughter truly is. On the GoodReads scale, it's 4 out of 5 stars. But on my scale, it's a read it and love it. I don't necessarily think you have to own it. I do own it. So if you want to own the Karin Slaughter books like I do, it's a great collection to have. And she's a great author. She truly is an amazing author that once you get her style of writing and her quality of writing, it's an author that you're never going to go back to. It's an author that you're never going to be ashamed that you've read. She is just amazing. The book was great. It kept me going all the way to the end. I found reasons to either pick it up on my Kindle or to find ways to listen to it when I was out and about, because I just had to know what was going on. And the mark of a good book to me, the mark of a great book to me, is it has me thinking about it when I'm not reading it. It has me wanting to get back to it. And The Good Daughter was that type of book. I can't recommend it enough. There are some flaws. It's not a perfect book, but it is truly a damn good book. And I think that's the best way to describe it. It's a damn good book. It like I said, it gets a read it and love it from me. It's a 4-star GoodReads rating out of 5 because of its flaws, but it should not be missed if you like this genre. Karin Slaughter is one of my tentpole authors and a quintessential author if you like this type of writing. So, and I can't wait to dive into more Karin Slaughter. Let me know in the comments down below if you've read The Good Daughter and what you thought. Please try to keep it spoiler free, because I want people to be able to experience the books that I read and give their own opinion on them. So if you can do that, please do that. Please give it a like, comment, and subscribe, and ding the notification bell as well. But without further ado, I make videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday at 10:30 a.m. Pacific, 12:30 p.m. Central, and 1:30 p.m. Eastern. Please like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more. Please ding the notification bell to be notified when I upload a video. And without further ado, happy reading, everybody. Happy holidays to you. That's going to be being said a lot. I'll see you again soon. Actually, for this coming Saturday for the first currently reading update in December. So I'll see you soon. And peace.